8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come, Creed says as all of his friends are running around trying not to get tagged. I see you, Ren, behind that tree. Dude, you still need to tag me, it doesn't matter, Ren says. No, I don't, Creed says. I just have to find you and call you out. That's how the game is played. No, you have to tag me before I get to the counting spot. Miss Connie, Creed is trying to make the rules as we play, Ren yells in a tattletale voice. He said we don't have to be tagged in the game of tag. He said all he has to do is call people out. Is that true?
Well, the way I remembered it is that you have to tag the person before they get to the spot that you were counting from.
Miss Connie tells the boys. Okay, you have to catch me, Creed says as he dashes off. Ren and Creed are running around the playground trying to catch each other. Cam and Ava quietly creep around from behind a tree and tag the post.
We're safe!
They scream. Ouch! Creed falls to the ground crying. Ren catches up to Creed and asks what's wrong. I stepped on something and it hurts badly, Creed says, holding his foot. Let me see, Ren says, trying to comfort his friend. No, just go get Miss Connie, please. Ren runs over to where their teacher is sitting and yells, Creed hurt himself.
Oh my, what happened?
Says Miss Connie while running towards Creed. I stepped on something and I'm not sure what it was.
Let me see where you were hurt.
No, it hurts, cries Creed.
I know. I'm not going to hurt you. Just let me see.
Miss Connie says gently. Miss Connie looks at Creed's foot, and there's a hole in it, as well as some blood gushing out. She then picks him up and takes him to the school nurse. The nurse looks at Creed's foot and says,
It looks like you stepped on a nail. We're going to have to call your parents so they can take you to the doctor, okay?
At the doctor's office, the doctor looks at his foot and says,
I see it looks like you stepped on a nail. Where exactly did you hurt your foot?
Outside behind a tree, not far from the playground, says Creed.
Is his foot going to get better, Doc?
Creed's mom asks.
Has he ever had a tetanus shot before? No.
His mother says.
Well, this is something we must do, only because the nail could have been filled with rust. We will need to give him a shot to make sure germs don't enter his body.
What? Creed yells as he begins to cry. I don't want to get a shot. Shots hurt, the doctor says.
If you don't think about it, you won't even feel it. If you let me show you, I think you will be surprised.
The doctor calls two nurses into the room. One lady has balloons in her hand and the other nurse has bubbles.
Just keep your eyes on the nurses, and I will clean your arm to prepare it,
the doctor says to Creed calmly. Creed turns his head to see what the doctor is doing. The doctor wipes his arm off with alcohol, waits for a second, then nods her head at the nurses. One nurse started blowing bubbles and the other nurse started blowing up balloons. Creed's mom starts clapping.
You did a good job,
the doctor says to Creed. You did it, his father says.
Yes, it's all over,
the doctor says as she places a Band-Aid over the shot. Wow, it didn't even hurt. I didn't feel anything, Creed says, surprised.
I told you, it's all about mind over matter.
What does that mean?
It means whatever you think about, you will focus on,
the doctor explains to Creed.
See, you were so concentrated on the birds, bubbles, and balloons, and you didn't even realize that you were getting the shot.
Really? I can't wait to go tell my friends, Creed exclaims.
Great idea. And because you were such a good patient, you get a sticker from the sticker box.
The next day at school, all of Creed's friends asked if he was feeling okay. Yes, my mom took me to the doctor's office and I had to get a shot so that the germs from the nail I stepped on wouldn't hurt me, Creed tells his classmates. Everybody is shocked and yells things like,
Oh no, you got a shot?
Did you cry?
Did it hurt?
No, he replies. Well, then again, it always hurts when you get a shot, but my doctor told me to put my mind over matter. Everyone asks, What's that supposed to mean? What you think about is what you will focus on, Creed explains. One student says, When my doctor pulls out a needle, that's the only thing I can think about. I thought the same thing until yesterday. I really didn't even know when the doctor gave me the shot. It didn't hurt because I didn't focus on the needle.
Well, I still don't want to get a shot.
All of a sudden, an announcement blasts over the intercom saying that there has been an outbreak of coronavirus and that everyone now needs to wear a mask. At the end of the day, the teachers give each student an envelope to give to their parents. The letter reads as follows. Due to the rapid spread of the coronavirus, all children ages 7 and up will need to get a mandatory shot in order to control the spread of the virus. Shots will be provided at the school, in the nurse's office, or you may go to your family doctor. Creed's mother reads the letter from school and feels that Creed will be very unhappy that he has to get another shot. Later that night at the dinner table, Creed's parents ask him how school went that day. We played tag again today, and they said something about a virus. We have to wear masks to school for a while until the virus goes away, Creed tells his parents.
Oh, okay.
His mother said.
Did they say anything else?
No, that's it.
Hey, you know what, Creed? I almost forgot to tell you what else that letter said. Now, because of this virus, you will have to get a shot to protect yourself from it,
his mom says. Dad looks over at Creed. Then Mom looks at him as they wait for a reply. Oh, I'm not afraid of shots anymore, Creed says. Remember, Mom? It's all about mind over matter. I'm not going to think about it, so it won't hurt. But what about my friends at school? They're all afraid of shots, his mother replies.
Well, the letter you brought says you can take the shot at school in the nurse's office. Maybe you can show your classmates how mind over matter works. If you go first and show them it doesn't hurt, maybe they won't be so afraid.
Okay, Mom, I got this, says Creed. Wow, he's really not scared, and I am so proud of him, Creed's dad says in amazement. Later that week, all the children could talk about was the shot they had to take on Friday. When Friday comes, you can almost hear a pin drop in the classroom. Everyone is sitting down in their masks, looking scared. Miss Connie walks in.
Good morning, class. How is everyone?
Some of the students say, good, and some don't say anything at all. Creed asks, Miss Connie, may I say something?
Sure you can.
Creed walks to the front of the class and begins to make an announcement. I didn't get to talk to everyone the other day when I talked about mind over matter. However, I would like to say it to the ones who didn't hear me. He continues. Life sometimes is about mind over matter. Don't think about the shot, think about something else, and before you know it, it will be all over. If anyone would like to see me go first, I don't mind showing you. It's not so bad, I promise. Almost the whole class raised their hands to see Creed go first.
I have to check with the school nurse before I can say okay to that,
Miss Connie replies. After checking with the nurse, Creed is able to show everyone how it works. Creed walks over to Miss Connie and asks if she has any balloons and bubbles. She does. Creed then asks if he could choose 2 people out of the class to blow some bubbles and balloons. Miss Connie says,
No, we really can't use those items. I have an assignment next week, and I have to use them for that project.
Creed begins to get nervous because she won't let him use anything to take his mind off the shot. After thinking for a moment, he says, Okay, I've got to have something to get my mind off the shot. If we can't have bubbles and balloons, can we have something else?
Sure. I have drums and a tambourine,
Miss Connie replies. Okay, that could work, Creed says hesitantly. Creed slowly makes his way down the hall to the nurse's office, and all he can think about is the shot. He wondered if the drums and the tambourine would work. Hopefully they would work just as well as the bubbles and balloons did. Creed sat in the nurse's chair. She rolled up his sleeve and wiped his arm off with alcohol. Wait, he screamed. The 2 students who came with him asked what was wrong. Could you guys start beating the drums and start shaking the tambourine now? Creed asked. As they start playing the instruments, Creed looks at the nurse and says, You can start whenever.
It's over,
The nurse says. Creed was so focused on his classmates, the beating of the drums, and them acting silly that he didn't even realize the shot was over. See, that was a piece of cake, Creed exclaims.
I'll go next.
The 2 children in the room say. One of the children sat in the chair and looked at Creed and the other classmate. Before he knew it, his shot was over. Then the other child went next. The nurse says,
This was such a good idea.
My doctor said it's all about putting your mind over matter. Just don't think about it, then it won't be so bad, Creed says proudly. Miss Connie was so happy that her whole class was ready to get their vaccine. After everyone got vaccinated, Miss Connie says,
See, it wasn't so bad, right?
Everyone then received stickers. They all say,
No,
No,
it really didn't hurt.
Keeping our mind over matter really did work.